Welcome to the 15-Minute Financial Feast podcast, bringing you 15-minute segments to help you retire with purpose on time. We're serving up food for thought and bread for the head. Are you hungry to learn? Here are your hosts, Mark Triplett and Troy Westendorf.
Welcome to another episode of the 15-Minute Financial Feast. Today, you are listening to the audio from a live television interview where one of our favorite local news station anchors asked us questions about a financial topic on the minds of many hardworking folks in our community who are trying to make good decisions and get ahead.
All right, everybody, I have a question for you. Do you know your credit score? Well, some of you might know immediately off the bat, not even have to think twice about it. And some of you might be going, well, but knowing that number is helpful when applying for a loan or renting an apartment. So we want to break that down for you today. Joining us is Mark Triplett with Triplett-Westendorf Financial Group. Mark, all right, might not be everybody's favorite topic, but an important one. So why is someone's credit score so important?
Well, some folks might know their credit score, like you said. Some might not pay attention, but your credit score really does tell lenders how responsible you are at using credit and whether you're a good bet if they lend you money. And better credit score often means more favorable terms, lower interest rates. So if you are mortgaging a home or financing a vehicle or something of that nature, it does matter. In fact, I don't know if you knew this or not, but if you're applying for life insurance, your credit score can actually play a role as to whether they make an offer or not.
Seriously? It has nothing to do with your health. Seriously. It has to do with your credit score.
A lot of health factors and a lot of personal responsibility factors that play into making a decision on life insurance can actually be pulled from your credit score.
Okay, I guess that makes a little bit of sense. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty. What is considered a good score?
Well, so there are really three major credit bureaus that you can track: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Now, they all use similar calculations when determining your credit score, but they vary a little bit from one to the other. But a 700 or higher would probably give you access to most credit cards and get you more favorable terms when it comes to getting lower interest rates. So you really want to get it above 700.
Okay, so aim for that above 700 or higher. But let's talk about how do we keep it there, or how do we build our number back up to get to that point where we're sitting pretty? Because there's some things I feel like people do that they don't even realize is really hurting their score. I know there's obvious ones like pay your bills on time, things like that, but break it down for us. How can we keep a good score? Sure.
Well, there are three that we're going to really tackle. Number one, spend within your limit or spend below your limit. Now, we talk about spending plans and budgets all the time, and you probably are tired of hearing me talk about that, but it's so important to spend within your means. Be disciplined on what you spend and how much you spend, and never use a credit card as a cash advance. That's a terrible way to use your credit. Pay your bills on time. A lot of folks think that carrying a balance on your credit card actually improves your score. It doesn't. Paying your bills on time and actually paying your balance off every month can actually impact your credit score in a positive way, and avoid paying unnecessary interest charges. And then avoid opening new lines of credit. It seems like every time I go to a retail store, which is less today than it used to be, we buy things online, but when you go to a retail store, it almost always seems like the clerk at the end of the transaction asks me if I have a card for that particular store. So you're faced with opportunities to open up credit cards or credit lines of credit all over the place. Avoid doing that. That'll actually ding your score, and it can actually give you an opportunity to spend money you don't have.
Makes a lot of sense. It's the credit card ones that always trick me, because I want to always cancel a card thinking it's going to help my score, and then I'm always told, no, hang on to it. Don't use it. Just hang on to it. So it can get confusing, I understand, but it sounds like spend within your means, balance your budget, and you're going to be going towards that number that you're going to be very happy with to help your credit score. If people want to break this down a little bit further with you, learn more about how to create that budget and be a financially smarter person, how can they do that, Mark?
Visit our website, Triplett-Westendorf.com.
All right, there you go. Hopefully you learn more about your credit score today. We could all use some help in our monies right now with inflation and everything else. So appreciate all your advice that you give us every single time.
Thank you for having me, Jackie.
All right,
appreciate
everybody.
You've been listening to the 15-Minute Financial Feast podcast. Remember, every dollar has a purpose and every dollar has a timeline. If you have questions about today's topic, schedule a call with a team member. Visit www.mypt5.com. Until next time, be sure you're taking steps to retire with purpose on time. Mark Triplett is an investment advisor representative of and advisory services offered through Royal Fund Management, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Nothing contained in this program should be considered an offer to buy or sell securities. Different investments have different risks associated with them, and not all investments are appropriate for all investors.